This short training video will cover your initial visit to the Resource Scheduler web portal. If you ever need to refer back to training documents, please click on the Help link in the upper right-hand corner. And from there, you can click on this For Ottawa County Help documentation, which will bring you to another site. This is the other site. As we get further in trainings, there will be other tabs up here that you will click on to navigate to the instructions you need. So upon your initial visit, you will come up here to where it says hello with your name and a drop-down arrow. You will click on that drop-down arrow and select My Information. Under Personal Information, you will go to the phone number entry box and enter your phone number. Feel free to enter your extension number. From this view, you are only able to see 3 numbers, but from other areas of the site, you'll be able to see the full 4 numbers for the extension. Next, you'll go over to the options area, and you will select the following options: refresh, default location, default group, default calendar view, and time format. It's important to note that any selections made to these options only affect the views and defaults for the Resource Scheduler web portal itself. Also, good to note that you are able to visit this area anytime if you feel the view isn't quite the way you would like it to look. The next area we will go to are the user settings. As you can see here, I have enabled the Allow Assignments. Allow Assignments, when this is enabled, will allow other users to add you to a reservation. If you are assigned to a reservation, you will be notified of any changes or deletions of said reservation. This next area, use cookies for password. If there is not a check in the checkbox, please do so now. We would like that to stay enabled. Then we will move on to email options. Edit notification emails. This, if enabled, will allow you to edit the system emails before they are sent. So in the event that you changed a reservation, a email pop-up screen would come up and you would change the language as you saw fit before sending the message out. Receive confirmation emails. If enabled, you will receive an automated confirmation email after the full reservation approval process has completed. This next section, receive reminders for upcoming reservations. This tells the system that you would like to receive a reminder for all upcoming reservations that you have in the system. This also helps room administrators in the event that you forgot about a meeting or forgot to cancel a meeting. A reminder would come to you and tell you there's a meeting coming up, and at that time could potentially prompt you to cancel a forgotten meeting. Now for the end of reoccurring reservations selection here, if you would like to receive a reminder when the end of a reoccurring reservation is approaching, you would select this option. However, if you select this option, you must complete minimum number of occurrences and remaining occurrences for the reminder. It's very important to note that when setting these two areas, they have other potential consequences within the reminders, within the reminder process. So to provide you with an example, let's say I have selected to have the system send a recurring reminder notice with the criteria set to minimum number of occurrences 5, remaining occurrences for reminder of 3. Now, if I create a recurring reservation with a set of 5 reservations, I ultimately have 4 occurrences which are yet to occur in the series. This is also known as active meetings. If I were then to delete one of the 4, future reoccurring reservations, my meeting will now only have 3 active meetings left. In turn, the reservation reminder criteria is no longer met, and I will not receive reoccurring reservation reminders. In other words, the number of active meetings left to occur is less than the minimum number of occurrences I set here. The system will see that this rule, it has not been met, and in turn will not send reminders. Now, I have mine set to 2 and 1 because any meeting which has 2 or more in the series will meet the minimum number of occurrences criteria. And as long as I don't delete one of the 2 meetings at the end of my series, I will still meet this criteria. If you choose not to have reminders for the end of a reoccurring reservation, you would simply remove the check mark from this box. The next area we will look at here is the home page layout. The home page, just as it said, is your primary page you see when first visiting the Resource Scheduler web portal. It has a top section and a bottom section, which you can decide what view you would like to see. As you can see, I've selected to have my flagged reservations and my reservations shown here. You have 3 options when selecting what will show in the top panel and the bottom panel. Show my flagged items. These are reservations that I flagged myself within the reservation system. Some will use flagged items, this flagged items section, as a reminder to return to the reservation at a later time. Maybe they did not have full detail of setup criteria at the time that they made the reservation, or there was other detail that was missing at the time that reservation was placed. This area would serve as a good reminder to follow up. Another item that somebody could choose to have shown is show my favorites. As you can see, any room that I've selected to have as my favorite, the schedule will show for the day in the section that I choose. To have a room become one of your favorites, you simply click on the room and this little star right up here will indicate that it is now one of your favorites when selected. I'm going to go back to my information here. The last option is Show My Reservations. Show My Reservations will simply show your recent reservations that you have placed into the system. If I go back to the home, and you see down here the More link under My Reservations, this will bring me to a larger list of all of my reservations. When you are finished making all of your selections changes in the system, you'll want to be sure to come down and hit the Submit button so the changes are saved. That concludes the instructional video for a first-time visit to the Resource Scheduler web portal.